We talked about self-cancellation, and then we'll return to that theme tonight. But we talked about self-cancellation and self-cancellation being the big thing, and Jenna Marbles taking herself out of the game, and then people going crazy. Carl from The Simpsons took himself out of the game. Jenny Slate and Kristen Bell took themselves out of the game in terms of animated characters. Oh my God. And then right after I got off the air, I felt like I read that the Golden Girls are out of the game too. The Golden Girls took down an episode because Tina Fey took down a couple of 30 Rocks. Tina Fey took down the episode. I guess there was an episode of 30 Rock where they did blackface, which left people so offended that nobody even remembered that it ever existed. But Tina Fey decided, I don't want to remind anybody that it exists, so we're going to self-cancel that episode because otherwise I'm going to have to self-cancel the whole series. So I'm self-canceling that episode, and people were like, okay. You know, Workaholics was like, look, we did a Chris D'Elia plays a pedophile episode a while back. Given the circumstances surrounding Chris D'Elia right now, we're going to self-cancel that episode. We don't want the season self-canceled. Okay, all right. You can self-cancel that episode. The Golden Girls got scared. The Golden Girls got shook. Ken Shaving and BSing says Community is out of the game too. I hope that that's not true. I don't know what Community would be out of the game for. I don't know why they would take themselves out of the game, but if somebody knows, you can explain that to me. And of course, if you want to make sure I read it, hit me in a super chat. If you hit me in a super chat, I read every super chat that comes in on Sam Roberts Now. That's a rule of Sam Roberts Now. But the Golden Girls took themselves out of the game. Blanche, the whole group of them, because there is an episode where all four Golden Girls wear mud masks. And while mud masks are still a common practice for now, I find it grossly offensive. You know, hopefully a lot of these salons and a lot of these beauty product manufacturers will take a page out of the Golden Girls book and realize that mud masks are an ugly part of our history that we need to erase because it kind of looks the same as blackface, which has a racist past. I'm not kidding. The Golden Girls took down an episode where the four old ladies wore mud masks to talk about which guys they wanted to bone or whatever. I don't know. I'm not super familiar with Golden Girls. I haven't seen every episode. Every episode I've seen is hilarious. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing but respect for the Golden Girls. Estelle Getty, all of them. I saw Stopper, My Mother Will Shoot, and Estelle Getty was great in that. So I can only imagine that she just must have been hitting home run after home run on that show. I believe there is one reference to not being black while they're wearing the mud masks. But I mean, I can't imagine, even in this highly sensitive moment that a lot of us are in, because this isn't, you know, the spot that we're in today is not something that, like, this is the new normal. The new normal. This is just, we're very sensitive right now. And when I say we, I mean the collective. Not maybe me, not maybe you, but the collective. It's a very sensitive collective right now. And people are scared, and they're self-canceling. But I can't even imagine, because they don't want to get canceled for real. But I can't even imagine that in this sensitive time that we're in, that you would turn on an episode of The Golden Girls and see Estelle Getty in a mud mask and go like, this was okay? Are you kidding me? What? Although you wonder, maybe we were wrong. Maybe it isn't okay. You know, I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way, okay? And if the children, Wu-Tang is for the children, if the children are saying we can't have the Golden Girls in mud masks, then guess what, folks? We can't have the Golden Girls in mud masks, okay? And we have to be okay with that. Maybe we were wrong about mud masks. I've never had one on, thank God. Thank God I avoided that one too. Okay? I haven't been a sexual predator ever. And I have never worn a mud mask. So, that I recall anyway. I really hope you guys don't find mud mask pictures of me. This could be bad. But I'm pretty sure I'm okay on that one too. So I'm feeling pretty good about the way things are going. But at least I know that self-cancellation is now an option. I'll tell you the people who are not self-canceling, no matter what. I see Zombie 2 Go. Let Them and Sammy is moving to the right. I don't know what. No, I'm not moving on anything. I sit in this chair. That's where I sit. I think, the people that are like super hardcore liberals are ridiculous. And then the people that go all the way to the right are just as big of fools. Even if they're only all the way to the right because they're so against what's going on the left, I think that that's stupid too. Stupid.